Hi everyone, my name is Jabi and today I'm going to be talking about the second part of our wellness series, and that is the company we keep. Oh my goodness. Alright, in the first episode we spoke about maximizing your abilities and resources to get 100% fulfillment. In this one we're talking about the company that you keep, and I think that is very important to actually reach self-actualization. I think when we are young we just want to be around people, we socialize, we make a good group of friends, but as we grow older we start to realize that there is more value in quality over quantity. So what makes a quality friend? First of all, before you can even reach the level of having a quality friend, you need to be a quality friend. And let's be honest, we can't all be perfect or meet every need that our friends require from us. There's two ways of looking at it. Number one, maybe what they need from you is not what you offer or what you can give. Therefore, you have to be a fake version of yourself the entire time. That's just not positive. That's not a productive use of your time, because every time you engage with this particular friend, you have to take on another persona. Who has time? Number two is when you need to accept that you and that particular person, you were compatible for that time, and there's also nothing wrong with that no longer working out, because you are a different person now than what you were 10 years ago. Therefore, you cannot offer the same kind of vibe or whatever that you did 10 years. So I feel like we can all resonate with this. I mean, there's just that one friend that you're still friends with, but your friendship is draining you. Why not just let things be the way that they need to be? Because you are both just wasting each other's time, and not in a bad way. It's positive when you suddenly realize that you have nothing to offer that person, or the you that you are now is not the same you as before, or your current friendship is just too unhealthy for you, it's too toxic. People understand when a relationship has just fizzled out. I mean, that happens to everybody, but it doesn't mean that you don't wish them the best. It does not mean that you don't want the best for them. It doesn't mean that you don't want them to be happy. You can even casually still send a happy birthday message, but you're just not as tight as you used to be, and that's okay. You must know exactly what it is that you offer in the friendship, and you must know that what you offer is of value to them, but also yourself. Because you need to sometimes, in order for you to grow as a person, you need to look to yourself in terms of what can I offer. And if you don't have the energy to still be addressing the 10-year issue that your friend has been having and you've outgrown it, I don't think that it's bad to actually say to your friend, you know what, I don't think that I can give you what I used to, because I'm different now. And if your friend tells you that, oh my gosh, you're so different now, blah blah blah, be happy, because that is better than being the same person that you were 10 years ago. The second thing is that obviously now that you know what you offer, what you give, now it's time to actually look for the same people that can add to your life. Now, when we were in university or wherever, we all just wanted people that are on the same path as we are, in terms of, if you saw yourself as being successful in business 5 years from then, you wanted to associate yourself with people that have the same type of mentality, which is good. That's why I believe in having different types of friends. You can have the friends that you talk to about business. You can also have the friends that you talk to about emotional kind of like things that you want to discuss with them. So each friend kind of offers like a different role in your life. And I think that when you start looking at the friends that you currently have, you need to ask yourself, what do they offer? And again, only do this after you figured out what you offer. So now you're asking yourself, what do they offer? If they bring about negativity in your life, why do you keep them? If they drag you down, if they make you emotionally exhausted, if your relationship is not growing and you want it to grow, why not address that? And I feel like there's just all these weeds, all these questions that you need to ask yourself in order for you to actually figure out the clear goals of where you are going, or what type of friendship that you have with your friend. Number 3 is communication. Like I mentioned, if you feel like your relationship with your friend is stagnant because you guys are still, you like to go out and stuff, but now you can no longer handle that type of life, there's nothing wrong in telling your friend, can when we see each other, let's go to the botanical gardens. Let's go and attend a class on how to invest in property. What's wrong with that? Rather than always the expectation is the same every time when you guys meet up, it's club, even though you know very well that scene is tired of you or you are tired of that scene. It's like, for example, when you're now a little bit more mature, you just have a glass of wine at home, you cook in, instead of always trying to go out and being called outside. Now your friendship has evolved. Now you're just different. The same way you used to talk about relationships is no longer the same that you used to talk about back in the day. Back in the day, it was whatever it was back in the day, but now it's more mature. You want different things out of life. If you want the same things, that's fine. But if your friend wants something different, you should adapt to what your friend wants for their situation so that they can do the same for you. All relationships have expectations, and I feel like those need to be communicated so that the one doesn't burn themselves out trying to please the other, or the one doesn't give more than the other, because that also exists without us actually knowing about it. So now it's not about quantity anymore. It's about having 4 to 5 friends that are your friends. Like, they have the best intentions for you. There's no more time to be thinking about, oh my gosh, that girl, like, she's one way to me but another way to another person. Oh, I find that it's so exhausting when people still talk about that. It's too much. Decide. And like I said, sometimes decide, because sometimes deciding one time is not sufficient. Another thing that I feel like is linked to this is what you spend your time on. Facebook. I used to have all my friends on Facebook, my high school friends, my university friends, everything, and that's good, that's fine. But this is stuff that you look at every day. So imagine you're following someone who you didn't even like in varsity or in high school or whatever, but you're looking at them on your timeline like every day. Why would you want to waste your time in that way? So I feel like the same way you are careful about choosing the type of friends you choose, you need to put the same amount of effort into the things that you follow. Because those are people that contribute to your life in one way or the other, because you spend hours looking at what they are into or what they like. Why not follow people that won't make you despise things? Like, I've seen so many people put negative comments on other people's Instagrams and Twitters and all these other things, and my question is, why, if that person bothers you so much, why didn't you just unfollow them? It doesn't make any sense. Like, it just doesn't. Like, why? And even more than that is also, like, another place that we don't have a choice but to be at is our workplaces. If you're at work and there's a person, you guys clearly are worlds apart about what type of person you are and what type of person you want to be. Why do you spend time with them? Why? It doesn't make sense. All they do is just keep poisoning your immediate area, your immediate space. And that's what it's about. Who's occupying the space? Who's feeding into you? Who are you feeding into? That's all energy. And let's be honest, in this day and age, that's your most expensive commodity. It's time and your energy. What you spend it on is so crucial, because it's the breaking point in reaching self-actualization and not. And if you want to reach the very best level that you can be, why spend time allowing people to be toxic in your immediate area, in your immediate space? You need to protect your heart. Even the Bible says that. You need to protect your heart. In order for you to protect your heart, you need to protect your immediate area. And that includes what you look at, the type of media that you feed into you. So I think in order for you to reach actual self-realization, you need to be very careful about who's in your life, who you are in other people's lives, what you take in, and also the choices you have in the people who you don't have a choice but to be around. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, and it's more important than people realize. And I think the power is within each and every one of us, because we get to decide who's within our space. We get to decide who we want to spend time with, and we decide what type of role we play in other people's lives. And I feel like that's something that we all need to take seriously in order for us to be in a much healthier state of mind. Okay, so that's where we are pausing for today. I hope that you guys learned something from this. If you did, give this video a major thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.